The new draft broadcasting bill is aimed at replacing the existing Cable Television Network Act and other policy guidelines which govern the broadcasting sector in India and provide a regulatory framework. Now, what's most contentious about this is that the new bill aims to extend its ambit to not only broadcasting companies but also streaming platforms and OTT content, and news platforms could also come under this. So all those platforms that were till now known as digital publishers could be known as broadcasters, and they will all be brought under the jurisdiction of this new bill. There will be a content evaluation committee for self-regulation and broadcasting advisory council to advise the central government on program code and advertising code violations. But there's a lot of confusion regarding who really are going to be broadcasters and who are really going to come under the ambit of this new bill. Sunil Prabhu has more on this.
The government has come out with a draft broadcasting regulation bill and given it for public consultation. Basically, this bill is aimed to keep up with the 21st century and the changing times. The existing act, that is the Cable Television Network, as well as various policies, as well as guidelines which have been incorporated earlier, that is aimed to be now regulated, put into a regulatory framework and part of the bill. What does this bill aim to do? Two important things. One, of course, is to have a self-regulation mechanism in terms of content to ensure that there is a committee which will guide the government in various aspects in case there are any deterrents to do so at that time, and then have a broadcasting advisory council to ensure that the programming code as well as the advertising code are kept in tune and will be able to advise the government to take any possible steps. There are definitely penal provisions, that are penalties that have been done either to censure, to send an advisory, to warn, as well as, of course, in drastic cases, in serious offences, imprisonment in case there is a false affidavit or some representation which is not correct. Having said that, the broadcasting bill is aimed at becoming more inclusive to ensure that those who are disabled, there are certain codes that have been done to ensure that not only sign language or for that matter descriptors, various other provisions have been made to make it more inclusive. Lastly and most importantly, in the broadcasting bill is the right of way to ensure that using that cable networks, you can use existing frameworks as well as infrastructure to carry bandwidth and ensure that there is greater penetration. These are some of the important points in terms of the broadcasting bill. There are certain grey areas, for example, where and who comes under its purview. For example, it is not only broadcasting network, but most importantly also WhatsApp, signal messaging companies and OTTs. There is still a grey area whether it is applicable to them, and that is something greater clarity, hopefully once the public consultation is over, will be understood because as you are well aware, today there are two ministries, Information and Broadcasting as well as Information Technology, which govern various signals as well as WhatsApp, and it's in that backdrop we will have to wait and watch and see how this plays out once the public consultation is over.